everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. I am Preeti, working as Oracle Fusion Functional Consultant. We have started with implementing the Fusion project in the application for Aeronet Group, and these are the tasks that we have completed as per the requirement of our Aeronet Group client. So let's open the requirement document. So this was the detail of the business of the Aeronet Group. These are the services that Aeronet Group provides to their clients, and these are the products into which this Aeronet Group deals, and these are the location where the Aeronet Group have the legal registration, and this is the enterprise structure where we have created the primary ledgers, and yesterday we have also created the journals. We have created the primary ledgers. We configure the chart of accounts where we have taken the segments of company, accounts, cost center, intercompany, resources, services, line of business and future. And we have created two calendars, one for US purpose and one for Indian. Then we have enabled the currencies. So this Aeronet Group have their offices in two countries, one in India and another one in US. So we have enabled INR and USD currency. Then in the accounting method we have taken it as standard accrual. Today we will create the legal address for the legal entities, and then we will associate those legal address while creating the legal entity. For that we will directly move to our application and we'll create the legal entity for India and US. These are the address for both the countries. Let's log in with the implementation user that we have created. For creating the legal entity, go to the setup and maintenance. And here you have to select the offering as financials, and under the functional area you have to select the legal structure. And here you can see the tasks which are related to the creation of legal entity. So we will configure two tasks here. In the first task we will create the legal address, and then while creating the legal entity we will associate these addresses to our legal entities. In the Aeronet Group we have two legal registrations. One is for India and another one is for US. You can see the address detail here. So in the Aeronet Group, in our case we will create two legal entities because this Aeronet Group have two legal registrations. Click on manage legal address. For creating the new legal address you have to click on this create icon. the country, select India. So we are creating the legal address for the head office of the Aeronet Group, which is situated in the Bhopal city of Madhya Pradesh. So this city is situated in Madhya Pradesh. So select the state here as Madhya Pradesh. Click on OK and click on OK again. So we have created the legal address for India office of Aeronet Group, and now we will create second address, that is for United States. Click on OK. So we have created legal address for both the offices. Now click on save and close, and now we will create the legal entity. Click on create new here and then click on apply and go to task. Click on create icon. Give the name here. Here you can give the start date and the end date for this legal entity validation. And in the legal address, we will associate the legal address that we have created specifically for this legal entity. There must be some issue with the Indian office address that we have created. Let's check it. successfully created the legal address for the Indian office, but I don't know why it is not showing in that drop down list. Okay, so I was taking United States, it was coming by default. Let's select the country as India, and now in the legal address we can search for the AN India. So this is the legal address that we have created for the AN group's Indian address, and click on payroll. Why we want to use this legal entity? So we want to use this legal entity for payroll statutory unit purpose. Also this is the legal employer. Give the company number here. Click on save and close. Let's create the legal entity for United States office. Click on create new and then click on apply and go to task. Click on this create icon. Associate the legal address that we have created for the United States office of this Aeronet group. This is the address that we have created. Again, give here the EIN number or TIN number. So I am giving these numbers on the random basis, only for practice purpose. Click on save and close. So we have seen how to create the legal address and how to create the legal entity. So for today we have 3 more tasks. We will see how to create the ledger set, then how to create the reporting ledger, and then how to create the secondary ledger. Let's start with the ledger set. If you want to give access of more than one ledger to any user, then you can group those ledger into the ledger set and you will provide the data access set for that ledgers set to that user. You can also provide the data access at individual level, but what you will do, you will group all those ledger into the one ledger set and you will provide the data access for that ledger set to the user. We will do practically for Aeronet group. So we have one user, and this user need to have access to both of our primary ledgers. So let's select the general ledger here. As you know that we have created two primary ledger for this Aeronet group. We can see that in the requirement document of the Aeronet group. You can see here for Aeronet group we have created two ledger set, that is, one is Indian primary ledger and another one is US primary ledger. Now what we need, the client's requirement is that he needs to give the access of both these ledgers to one user. In our yesterday session we have seen how we have given the data access to one user and we have provided the data access only for one peer at a time, but we got a requirement from the Aeronet group that they need to provide the data access for both the ledgers to this user, that is Tarun01. So what we will do, so AN group wanted Tarun01 to have access to both the primary ledger, that is US and India. So in this case what we will do, we will create one ledger set where we will group both the ledgers and will provide the data access for same. So let's move back to our application and there we will see how to create the ledger set and how we will group our both the ledgers into one ledger set. Search for the task, that is ledger set. This is the task, manage ledger set. Click on this and then click on create icon. Here give the name to your ledger set. Let's give the name as AN ledger set. Now here you have to keep in mind one thing, that when you are grouping any of the ledgers, they should share common chart of accounts and accounting calendar. Only after that you can group those ledgers into the ledger set. So let's open the primary ledger detail in the application for the ledgers that we have created. Go to setup and maintenance. Then click on general ledger and open the primary ledger task. Search for the primary ledgers that we have created for Aeronet group. Here you can see the chart of accounts they are sharing are common. Also they are sharing the common calendar, so we can group both these ledgers into one ledger set because they have common chart of accounts and accounting calendar. So this is the basic condition. If your primary ledgers that you need to group into the ledger set share common chart of accounts and accounting calendar, then only you can group the primary ledger into one ledger set. Select the chart of accounts here and then select the accounting calendar. So they are sharing the AN fiscal calendar. Select that calendar here. And in the ledger set assignment you have to select the ledgers that you need to group into this ledger set. this is the primary ledger for India, and select the primary ledger for US. And in the default ledger, you have to select that whenever you create any transaction journal, then which ledger should be taken as default. So you can select the default ledger here. Let's take it as AN India PL. And while creating the transaction, you will have an option to change. So you can change your ledger, and the number of ledgers that you are giving here, you will be able to see in that list. Now we have created the ledger set. Click on save and close. Click on done. So we have successfully created the ledger set. This is our ledger set. Now we have to create the user Tarun01 as per our client's requirement. We have created the ledger set, and now we will create the user Tarun01. Go to security console. Then go to the users and click on add user account. Now here you have to give the GL roles to this user. We have already discussed the roles yesterday. Next role is General Accounting Manager. Then you have to provide Financial Analyst role to this user. Click on done. So we have provided 3 general ledger roles to this user. Now click on save and close. And now we have to provide the data access to this user for the ledger set. For that you have to go to the setup and maintenance. And here you have to search the task, that is manage data access for user. Click on search. For providing the new data access for new roles, you have to click on this create icon. Search for the username here to whom you want to provide the data access. This is our user, and these are the roles that we have provided to this user. And on the basis of this role, we will provide the data access set access. You can see here AN ledger set. So we provided the data access to this user at ledger set level. Now click on save and close. Now we will log in with this new user, that is Tarun01. So we have logged in with the Tarun01 and we have given the data access to this user at ledger set level, and you can see that we have provided this user the role related to general ledger. So he have only access or you can say he can only create the transactions which are related to general ledger. So go to the general accounting, he can have access to this page only. Go to the period close, and you can see here we have provided this user the access for two ledgers, and you will be able to see both the ledgers here. Click on open here. You can see this ledger is open till September and October is future enterable period. This is for Indian primary ledger, and now we will switch to US primary ledger. It is showing never open. The first period is April 22. Click on OK. Again click on yes and go to actions and click on open target period. So this is the first period that we have mentioned while creating the specify ledger options. And for opening the target period, you have to select here. So let's take the current period, that is August 23. Click on open, and all the periods till August 23 will be open, and the September period will be future enterable. You can see here we have opened the period for the US ledger. Now also this user can create journal for both the primary ledger you can see you have to give the journal batch here. Then in the ledger you can select the ledger for which you want to create the journal, and we can create the journal in the same way that we have created yesterday. So in the yesterday session I have already told you how to create the journal. Only here you can select the primary ledger for which you want to create the journal. So we have seen how to create the ledger set and how we can group the different ledgers that share common chart of accounts and calendar. We can group those ledgers into the ledger set, and we can provide the data access to the user at the ledger set level, and then he will be able to access or create transaction for all those ledgers that we have grouped into the single ledger set. So our next task is we have to create the reporting ledger. So our client Aeronet Group they have a requirement that whenever they will create the transaction in the INR currency, then the same transaction should be reported in the USA currency. So this is the requirement of our client, that is Aeronet Group. They need that whenever the user create the journal transaction in the INR currency, at the same time it should be reported in the US currency as well. So what we will do for this, we will create the reporting ledger. And when we will create the reporting ledger, we will select the different currency that we have in our primary ledger. Let's move back to our requirement document and scroll down here. You can see that we have completed this configuration. We have created the primary ledger and this is the reporting ledger, where we will take same chart of accounts, same accounting method, same calendar, but the currency will be different. Here we will take the currency as USD. So whenever any user of the Aeronet Group will create journal in the INR currency, immediately on the same time it will be reported in the USD currency. Now we will move to our application and we'll see how to create the reporting ledger in the application. Let's move to our application. Search for the reporting ledger. This is the task, that is manage reporting currency. Select here the primary ledger of India. Against this we will create the reporting ledger. For creating the new reporting ledger, you have to click on this create icon. This is the information. This is the source ledger. Here it will show you against which primary ledger you are creating the reporting currency ledger. So we are creating the reporting ledger for the Indian PL, where we will select the currency as USD. So whenever the user will create any journal or transaction in the AN India PL, at the same time the same transaction will be reported in the USD currency. Now click on create icon, give the name here. Here you have to give the currency conversion level, so take it as journal, because our client Aeronet Group needs that whenever a user will create journal, he needs that the journal should be converted into the USD at the same time will be reported in the reporting ledger. Now in which currency it needs to report that journal? In the USD currency. What should be the first open period? Let's take it as April 22. This is your rounding account. This information is being taken by the system from the specify ledger options that we have set for the Indian primary ledger. Now what you are doing in the reporting ledger currency, you are converting the INR amount that you are putting in the journal to USD. So for the conversion purpose, you have to give the conversion rate. So through the daily rate task, you can mention the conversion rates. So I am taking corporate rate in the conversion rate. And now click on save and close. So we have created the reporting ledger, and now we have to create one more user, and we will provide the GL roles and the data access for this reporting ledger. So for that, go to security console. Click on add user account and then click on add role. Give the name here. So we have provided the journal ledger roles, and now click on save and close. Let's provide journal accounting role also. Click on save and close, and now go to the setup and maintenance. Search for manage data access for user. Click on add. Select the data access set, and here we will provide the data access at our reporting ledger. Click on save and close. So we have created the reporting ledger, then we have created the user, we provided the GL roles and provided the data access for those roles at reporting ledger level. Now we have to run the LDEP job. Go to schedule processes. Let's log in with the Lisa01. Open the period for this ledger. This is our first period, and let's open the target period for this ledger. Let's select the target period of the current period. Refresh this. So we have opened the periods. Now let's create the journal at Indian primary ledger level. Let's log in with the user that we have created for the Indian primary ledger level yesterday. Go to journals. Click on create journal. Now select the accounting distribution for this journal. Let's take HDFC clearing account and let's create the journal for the interest income. So we have created the journal here. So as you know that we have created the reporting ledger for the journals. Now you can see here we have created the entry, or we have created the journal in the INR, but you can see that it has been reported in the USD also. So this was the user who have access to the Indian primary ledger. Now we will log in with the user who have access to the reporting ledger. But here also you can see that by the time you have entered the journal in the INR currency, on the same time it is reported in the USD currency as well. So this was the requirement of our client Aeronet Group. They needed that whenever the user will create the journal in the INR currency, it should be reported in the USD currency as well at the same time. So in this way we have fulfilled the requirement of our client. We have created the INR, we have created the journal in the INR currency and it is reported in the USD currency as well. And this was the user that we have created for this reporting ledger purpose, and we have provided a Dexta access to this user at reporting ledger level. And you can see we have created the journal with the user who have access to our Indian primary ledger, but this user can also have access to this journal that was created in the INR but was reported in the USD currency. So this was the main purpose of creating the reporting ledger. Now we will see our next task, that is creating the secondary ledger. Okay, so while we create a secondary ledger, we have legal registration or legal entity in US also. So whenever we need to report as per the US laws in the US, then there will be some differences as per our Indian ledger reporting. For example, our Aeronet Group wants to report at US level where the calendar will be different from its Indian primary ledger. We have seen that when we are reporting in the Indian currency, here the calendar is from April to March. But when we are reporting in the US currency, their calendar is from January to December. If you want to report in different currency, then we can create the reporting ledger. But if any of the C other than currency, that is, if there is any change in chart of accounts, there is any change in the accounting method, or the calendar is changed than primary ledger of India, then in that case you have to create the secondary ledger, and on the basis of that secondary ledger you can create your reporting. So in the secondary ledger, our client requirement is that when he needs to report in the USD currency, then he have to use the different calendar, that is the calendar from the January to December. Then in that case we have to create the secondary ledger. Okay, so when that client needs to report his transaction in the USD currency, we created the reporting ledger, and now the Aeronet group needs that its calendar is changing for the US reporting purpose. So in that case, we have to create the secondary ledger. Move to our application and let's log in with the implementation user. Go to setup and maintenance, then go to general ledger, and here you can see the task manage secondary ledger, and here you have to select the scope against which primary ledger you need to create the secondary ledger. So against Indian primary ledger I need to create the secondary ledger where the calendar will be different. Click on this create icon. Give the name to your secondary ledger. Here you have to select the chart of accounts. Now here in the accounting calendar we will select the different calendar than our primary ledger. In the Indian primary ledger we are using AN fiscal calendar, and in the accounting calendar of the secondary ledger we will select the AN accounting calendar. This fiscal calendar means from April to March, and in the accounting calendar we are taking it as from January to December. And in the currency we will take same currency. And the data conversion level is journal. Click on save and close now. So we have created the secondary ledger. Again we have to follow the same process. We have to create the user. Also we have to create the specify ledger option. Here at the secondary ledger level we have to set the ledger options. This is our secondary ledger. This is our first open period for this secondary ledger, and we have to select the retained earning account here. Click on save and close now. So we have created the secondary ledger. Now we have to create the user for that. And we have to follow the same process. We have provided the GL roles to this user, and now we will provide the data access at secondary ledger level to this user. For that, go to setup and maintenance, search for the task, click on add icon, select the secondary ledger here, click on done. Now run the LDEP job here. Let's log in with the user who have access to Indian Primary Ledger. We need to create the journal. And now we need to log in with the user that we have created for the secondary ledger purpose. Go to period close and open the period for this ledger. Click on open. Here you can see that this user only have data access for secondary ledger. Now go to actions and click on open target period, and let's take it as current period. Click on OK, then click on done. Here you can see that. Okay, so let's refresh the page. So you can see here September is the future entryable and August is the current open period. Click on done. Now this is our Mansi01, the user who have access to the Indian Primary Ledger. You can see the data access set is Indian Primary Ledger. Now we will create one journal with this user. Select here the August month. select the Indian primary ledger, select the accounting date, and in the category let's take it as manual. Click on OK. Now this journal will be posted to our reporting ledger also, and also secondary ledger. Click on save and then click on post. Go to manage ledger and select the period here as August. Click on search. You can see here it is reported in USD as well, because we have configured in such a way that by the time any user will create any transaction in INR currency, at the same time it will be reported in the USD currency as well. Now let's log in with the user to whom we have provided the data access at secondary ledger level. Go to journals, then go to manage journal from the task list, and here select the period August and click on search. And you can see here we have created the journal with the user who have access to only Indian primary ledger, but at the same time it created the journal in the secondary ledger also. From here you can see that. And only this user has right to post this or not. Currently you can see the status as unposted. Now you have to open this journal, and if you wish to post this journal, then you have to click on this post tab and it will be posted. Now you can see the status here. You can see the status here as batch posted. So in today's session we have seen how to create the legal entity, then we have discussed the important topic, that is reporting ledger, secondary ledger and ledger set, which are the requirement of our client Aeronet Group. So thank you so much for joining this session today. Have a good day.